Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from. What's up? Y'all didn't know it is the big boss hog, boss dog, cake poke through the dog. Hit the touches box, forget about soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last, good people do, don't have yourself. Condiment if I lie, maybe it matter. Peak game, 84s on what's way. Tank is food. Shakur Stevenson is unbeatable. Let's talk about it. Brother in the comment section say Gervonta Tank Davis is food. He struggled with a C-level fighter in Lamont Roach. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis is not good. He's taking the easy route. You know, that's why Shakur is unbeatable. You know, that's why Lomachenko want to fight Tank, because Tank is beatable. Shakur is unbeatable. Every fighter is beatable. Every fighter. So when I hear somebody talking like that in the comment section, they let me know you're a sack chaser. Every fighter is beatable. Gervonta Tank Davis is beatable. Terrence Crawford is beatable. Everybody is beatable, right? Understand that every fighter can be beat. Every fighter can be beat. Every fighter. This is why people fight, because they see certain flaws that they try to capitalize on. Even Floyd Mayweather, the great Floyd Mayweather, he was undefeated, right? People want to fight him because of the payday, but also they see certain flaws that they can take advantage of. They just couldn't do it. Because when they get in the ring with Floyd ain't give you no shots. Floyd ain't give you no opportunity. Floyd quicker than you, faster than you, and Floyd will fight you many different ways. Shakur Stevenson is beatable. He fights one way. One way. He's a one-trick pony type of fighter. That's it. He gonna box you. That's it. He's a one-trick pony. So we're talking about Shakur Stevenson, who at 135, okay, ain't did a thing at 135. His step-up fight against a C-level, I say C minus, or C plus, B minus fighter, El De Los Santos, was the worst performance of his career. So, in Shakur Stevenson's step-up fight, horrible performance. Didn't look good. Tank, step-up fight, he knocking the soul out of people. He had one fight, well, two fights. The Eastside Pitbull Cruz fight, they say he lost that one. And this fight, they say he lost this one to Lamont Roach. Right? I'll give you a series of fights that top fighters that had in the past where a fighter had their number. We're going to start with Floyd. Floyd fought Marcos Maidana, who I would say at that time was a C plus B minus fighter, but gave Floyd Mayweather a run for his money. It was coming off of a tear. He beat Gervonta, right? So then Floyd fought him. You know? And some people were thinking that Marcos Maidana beat Floyd Mayweather. Floyd rematched him again. And the fight was more competitive. I mean, the fight wasn't competitive the second time. Floyd Mayweather versus Luis Castillo. Pretty boy Floyd. You got some people feel like Floyd lost that fight. Right? Some people feel like Floyd lost that fight. Came back. I think he rematched him. I believe he rematched him again. So all I'm saying at the end of the day is it's going to happen in the sport of boxing. Some dude's going to have your number. Terrence Crawford versus Mean Machine. Now, of course, Terrence Crawford came back and knocked Mean Machine out. But he was struggling with Mean Machine. He got dropped by Mean Machine. He was struggling. He was getting pieced up by Mean Machine. But what did he do? Yeah, he rose to the occasion. But if that thing would have went to the cards, you know, I still think Terrence Crawford would have won that fight. But they would have been like, hey, Terrence, man, you was in a close fight, you know? So all I'm saying is it happens. Like Bernie the Boxer said, I'm shocked Bernie the Boxer even like talk like that. I'm not gonna lie. Bernie the Boxer even said it. Every great fighter goes through a fighter that just has your number. You know what I mean? It's like a dude that ain't even a superstar, right? And when you understand boxing, you understand they're like, these dudes out here can fight. They may not have a name, but they can fight. And everybody that talks about Lamont Roach knows that dude can fight. So just because you don't know who you are, because you a casual, you a sack chaser, don't mean that these dudes can't fight. People look at popularity as, oh, he can fight. No. You know what I'm saying? These dudes out, man, these dudes out here that are no names that can whoop a lot of top fighters. Some of these boxers, they know what they be doing. They won't fight a certain guy because of the fact that they know, man, that dude's style a problem for me. I guarantee you Shakur won't fight Andy Cruz or that Nadia Ramirez dude. Because that Cuban style may be an issue. You feel what I'm saying? So all I'm saying at the end of the day is, every fighter can be beat. Even Shakur. Right? Now, the reason for this video is the brother said that Lomachenko don't want to fight Shakur because Shakur is unbeatable. Lomachenko don't want to fight Shakur because Shakur is not going to engage. So you sitting here telling me this. Make this make sense. Fighters don't want to fight Shakur because Shakur is not going to punch them. And they can't hit Shakur. But fighters want to fight Tank, a knockout artist, because he's beatable. He's a knockout artist. Like, he hit you flush, you going to sleep. Make that make sense to me. I just want y'all to think about this. Tank knocking you out, bro. If he land on you, you going to sleep, bro. And he has like a 90% knockout ratio. I know it went down because he didn't knock out Lamont Roach. But he's still, I think, in the 90s. Knockout ratio. You trying to tell me, how don't you make this make sense? You gonna look at Shakur and Tank and be like, I want to fight Tank. This nigga knocking people out, bro. Having you laying on the ground looking crazy. He had 2 fights in his career. He didn't knock nobody. I think 3. I think it was 3. Because early in his career, he didn't knock a dude out. And then he didn't knock out Eastside People Cruz. And then he didn't knock out Lamont Roach. But early in his career, you telling me, you telling me, you looking at, man, yeah, he don't want to fight Shakur because Shakur is hard to hit. Shakur literally be galloping in there, bro. There's a difference between moving to get out of range and get back in range. Shakur don't be doing that, bro. He used to do that. This man, if you got any type of power, he getting all the way out of range. That's just what it is. And he gonna make it a boring fight. He gonna make it boring to the point where these fighters like, man, they want entertaining fights. They want to engage. You know what I mean? So I don't understand how you look at Shakur and be like, oh, man, I don't want to fight him because I can't beat him. Shakur can be beat. They just want to put on entertaining fights. They want to put on fights that where they raise their stock. You ever notice when you fight Shakur Stevenson, it's never like, man, that was a good fight. That was a chess match. They don't even say it was a chess match. They sit there saying, it's kind of boring. Why? Because Shakur Stevenson is not engaging. And this is another thing. Shakur Stevenson don't even take risks. He don't take risks. So all this stuff y'all talking about, oh, he got the best defense in boxing and this. Look, he's a master of distance. I give him that. I told y'all, like You on Boss Channel, Boss keep it 1,000. I acknowledge the skill set of both fighters. I'll never sit here and say, man, this dude suck like y'all be doing. This dude sucks. He's trash. You'll never hear me say that about any fighter. But Shakur Stevenson, I don't care about that master of distance and all that. If he get in there with Lomachenko or Tank, really Tank. I mean, I think Shakur and Lomachenko, that's 50-50. Tank, Shakur is 80-20. I told y'all, man. All he need to do is get Shakur. I'm telling, I ain't never been so like confident in my life about a fight. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not telling you this, you know, and this is the thing. I'm telling you this because of the style matchup. Tank gonna cut that ring off, right? And when he touched that man's jaw, he's going down. Shakur Stevenson got a Devin Haney chin. I'm telling you. He ain't got his chin not set up like that, bro. I've been telling y'all about Devin Haney chin for the longest. Look what happened to him when he got in there run. That's all I'm saying, bro. We seen Devin Haney be hurt before. You know what I'm saying? By Jorge Linares. So I'm not trying to hear that stuff, bro. Like, I've been telling y'all, Shakur Stevenson got that. His chin not set up like that. He know that. You know what I'm saying? His chin not set up like that, bro. And all I'm telling y'all is, stylistically, that's a bad matchup for Shakur Stevenson. That's all I'm saying. That's a bad matchup for that man. That boy get in there with Tank, I'm telling you, going to sleep. I'm willing, whatever wager you want to put on it, we can put on. I'm telling you this. I'm not telling you this because this is what I hope to happen. I'm telling you this from a boxing perspective. I competed in this sport. It's stuff I see. I'm looking, I'm like, man, he gonna get caught right here. I'm telling you this. The man lacks confidence. All right, bro. So all I'm saying at the end of the day, every fighter can be beat, though. Every fighter. Tank can be beat. Shakur can be beat. Canelo can be beat. We've seen Canelo beaten before. All these fighters can be beat. We just gonna keep it 1,000. We being honest, right? We being blunt. The Lord signing the sun in my car. Thank you, Lord. All these fighters can be beat, bro. All of them. It's all about game planning. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at Shakur, he's unproven, bro. Like I keep telling y'all, he's a good fighter. But what has he done, bro? At 135, he fought for a vacant WBC belt. His step-up fight, Edwin De Los Santos, he had a poor performance. What has he done? What has he done for you to be like, you know what, man? He's the best at 135. All we're going off of is potential. We going off of what we think Shakur could do against these other guys. We don't know what he gonna do. I know what Tank could do because I've seen him fight good fighters. I'm not gonna say they're top fighters. We're gonna be honest. All right? Boss is real. They weren't top fighters of their weight class, like Marlon Barros wasn't the best at 140. You know what I'm saying? At the time. But Marlon Barros is a good fighter. Marlon Barros is a current champion at 147 pounds. But I told y'all, any fighter, and you can look at the stats, and I'm done after this. When you look at Tank, any fighter that's taller than him, he dog him. Any fighter that's shorter than him, right, or that's a short fighter, he struggles with them. Understand that. So all I'm saying at the end of the day is Shakur Stevenson is more on the taller side. I think Shakur Stevenson like 5'8", 5'9". Tank is 5'5". Do with that information that you want. Lomachenko, I think, is on the shorter side. So it's going to be a tougher fight for Tank against Lomachenko. Why? Because of the angles that Lomachenko come with. Lomachenko be right there in the line of fire. He got the best feet in boxing, bro. This man will position himself at an angle throw a punch, slip, and get another angle and be throwing combinations, ripping them off. And don't even be throwing hard punches. He's just frustrating you. That's why I sit here and say that's the toughest fight for Tank. It's not Shakur. Shakur do simple stuff, bro. He's not doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing complex to where you actually got to think in there. He ain't doing nothing like that. He's going back, straight line up. Back, he get all the way out of range, reset, make you reset. Now his opponent got to work behind punches or just walk in because Shakur ain't giving nobody nothing to be respected. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you how that fight going to go. Tank going to fight Shakur how he fought Leo Santa Cruz. He going to let Leo Santa Cruz tee off on him, right? He going to let Shakur throw some shots. If Tank feel like Shakur can't hurt him, I'm telling you, he going to take some punches to get some punches off. Pause. That's just what it is. And sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to eat that punch to get that one punch off. But I'm telling you, if Shakur ain't got nothing to keep Tank off of him, I'm telling you this. He going to take a punch to get his punch off. And when he land, I'm telling you, that man going to be on the floor. Now, Loma, that fight is more awkward because of the fact Loma uses angles, right? He don't go back in a straight line. Loma rip a combination off, change the angle, and by the time you look up, he already ripping another one off on you. And then by the time you look up again, he ripping another one off on you, right? He using angles, and then he pivot out, then he'll wrap you up, turn you around, you know, like pause. That was, hell nah. All I'm saying is that's what he doing, bro. It's more of a difficult fight. It's more difficult for Tank to be in there with Loma than it is with Shakur. Shakur gonna go back in the straight line, throw a jab every now and then, do the Philly shell. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Shakur is not a good inside fighter either. We just being real. He's a master of distance. I completely concur with that. His distance control is off the chain. We just gonna keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Very elite with his distance. But all I'm saying at the end of the day is he ain't got nothing to keep anybody off of him at that top level. Not even Lomachenko. Lomachenko look at Shakur as easy work. That's why he don't want to fight him. He want to fight Tank because he gonna get paid, and he want to fight Tank because it's a dangerous fight. He don't look at Shakur as a dangerous fight. Nobody looks at Shakur and be like, man, it's a dangerous fight for me. People look at Shakur and be like, man, it's a boring fight. I'm going to have to chase him around the ring all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to chase him around the ring all night. He going to throw like 3 punches, and then it's going to go to the scorecards, and they going to give it to him. If he's able to land on me. If I fought Shakur, I do the same thing he doing to me. I make Shakur come forward. That's what I would do. Shakur, come forward, man. I'll fight off the back foot. I'll get all the way out of range and disengage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to do boring, we finna fight boring. But all this talk about, like, and this is the problem why I got my channel. Because y'all try to downplay a fighter to uplift a fighter that you like. Damn all that. Ain't no sack chasing, ain't no fight. Ain't no boxing. You know what I'm saying? And when Boss get wind of that, I'm on your head like a 50 cap. Pause. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss, go.